Today we invited Somnath Ghimire, who is running for the District 30 New York State Assembly, and we have talked about his political career, what he has been doing past and now, and we also have talked about few issues that is happening in District 30. If you guys are interested on the politics, if you guys are interested on like all this stuff, do check out our full video here. So let's start the podcast. Being an immigrant is really hard, first of all, and then being an immigrant and coming to the mainstream politics, how hard it was to be on this place right now.
I've been in this country last
Uh-huh.
30 years. Came as a student, struggle as a student.
Uh-huh.
I believe in the land of opportunities. Dr. Martin Luther Jr. King said, "I have a dream." So do we.
Yeah, of course.
We
Yeah.
all have a dream, and I have a dream to run. To work for Democratic Party, to run in the election.
So I just read the news like other day. The few teenagers got stabbed in Astoria. These things we hear a lot. If you got elected, how do you address this, and then how do you try to like solve these problems?
Yeah, I have a plan for that. Building bridges among the community leaders and the precincts NYPD, and having a meeting every twice a month, and giving us ideas, giving us the solutions. How can we combat? How can we stop this kind of?
Do you know like your size of a team that you have right now?
Yeah, I have almost 55 volunteers.
Oh, 55 volunteers.
55
Wow.
volunteers so
Okay.
far, and signing up and working aggressively
Mhm.
on the ground level, meeting people in the districts, meeting voters in the districts, on the park.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
so every day, 5 to 7 hours, walking, and it's just a good exercise too.
Right now, like you are also like entering this politics, American politics. How do you
No, no.
feel back in
So
Nepal
when I
right
was
now?
back home, like my whole teenager was, fighting for the restoration democracy in Nepal. That the movement was,
Yeah, it was big.
getting
Yeah.
momentum. Then our then Prime Minister Grija Prasad Koirala,
Uh-huh. Yes.
declare midterm polls.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
what
yeah.
I disagreed,
Oh,
and
so you.
then
Oh,
and
okay.
I came to the States
Oh,
as
so
a
you
student.
you came as a student here,
Yeah,
and then you. Oh,
and
okay.
then
Nice.
then
So,
better.
how do you feel about the politics right now in Nepal? Like, a lot of things changed, right?
A lot
Like,
of things changed. This same kind of politics should be like way back,
should have been way back,
two,
right?
20
Uh-huh.
years, 2 decades back, because those old leaders,
Uh-huh.
underestimated young leaders or
Oh, yes.
youths. So, ultimately it burst now.
Yes.
So they should have realized, because they've been in the politics so long, like 60 years,
Mm-hmm.
they should have given chance to the youth leaders, and groom them up,
Yes.
you know,
Right.
from the lower level, not just pick like whoever they want,
Yes.
right? So now see, it bursted,
Yeah.
and now all the youth prime minister, youth parliament, member of parliaments, they and they can go with the flow as the world moving in the 21st century,
That's right. Do you
and
think
now
like?
the
Oh, sorry.
AI
Yeah.
era, right?
Yeah. Everything is
So,
there right now,
and
right?
our old leaders, they have their own mentality, mindset. You know, either you change yourself,
Mm-hmm. Or we'll change it.
or they don't change.
Yeah.
So thing happen, they don't change, they never change,
Yeah.
and the youth change it now. See, they have to think about the youths.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
So, do you think the change that came in Nepal right now did that came like really late, or like you think it's not late
it
enough?
came a bit late,
You
yes,
think it's came
a bit
late,
late,
right? Should have
because
been like where when we had like civil war back in the days, like for 11 years. I think
10 years, yeah,
that was the time. I think this should happen. Then we could have done much better
yeah.
right now, right? So anyway,
That civil war have taught them the lesson,
oh yeah,
but
yeah,
they thought it's, yeah, okay. They took it very easily,
lightly,
yeah,
yeah,
lightly, yeah. So
right. So welcome to our podcast RMD Talks, and we're very glad to invite you here. And so you are running for New York State Assembly District 30. So we must be very busy right now. Like
yes, yes, very. Thank you for this opportunity, RMD Talks, Yes, I'm very busy on my election campaign. It's a Democratic primary election coming up soon. It's in June 23rd.
Hmm.
So yeah, definitely, working two shifts a day,
Oh
seven
wow,
days a
okay.
week. Yeah, so
So
yeah.
how are you feeling right now? Like you feeling like you are there, or like you're feeling like okay, I wish I still have like a lot of things to be done. I still have to like go a lot of places around, and like how are you
Yeah,
feeling
yeah,
right now?
definitely. There are a lot of places to visit.
Uh-huh.
So far, I believe more than 2,200 Democrat voters' doors were knocked,
Oh okay.
and still, got to go a lot of voters to let them know who am I and why am I running for this seat.
Yes.
And I'm, as I say always, I'm a people servant, so I want to know uh, the people in the districts what needs to be done
Uh-huh.
and why am I running, you know that's what I wanted to show them and present myself in front of the voters and their voices.
Nice.
And they tell me a lot of things that needs to be done in terms of affordable housing, fighting for it, and I will always advocate for it. And in terms of healthcare, universal healthcare for all,
Mm-hmm.
immigrants' rights. Now, we all know what's going on. This
Yeah.
country is built by immigrants, and
Exactly.
our
Yes.
president, you know, Trump, is forcing us out.
That's right. Yep.
So we don't want to that happen. Because you know we want to fight for our rights. We want to
Yeah. Of
advocate
course. Of course. Yes.
we have our rights to stay, work, and follow the constitution and go by the rule of law. And still, this president is attacking us. So that's not good at all.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah. So being an immigrant is really hard. First of all, and then being an immigrant and coming to the mainstream politics, how hard it was to be on this place right now.
Yeah, definitely. Great question. See, I've been in this country
Uh-huh.
last 30 years. Fought, came as a student, struggle as a student,
Uh-huh.
and I believe in the land of opportunities in the United States of America. Like Dr. Martin Luther Jr. King said,
Mm-hmm.
"I have a dream." So do we.
Yeah, of course.
We
Yeah.
all have a dream, and I have a dream to run, to work for Democratic Party, to run in the election like 22 years back when I heard then presidential candidate Barack Obama saying, I have a dream and we gonna, come to, success the dream to become, a president of the United States. First black American to become a president,
Mm-hmm.
and I follow his path. I listen to him, and he's a great inspiration for me. That's why I jump in the like say kind of
It is
opportunity
uh-huh.
in a political mainstream. There are other corner of opportunities as we know. You
Yes.
know, economic strengths. We can build economic strengths, feed our families, because the land of opportunity, work, make money, and feed our families and send whatever you remaining back home to feed your other families
Family.
back home.
Yes, right.
Yeah, but there is another opportunity also. I see that, in the mainstream politics. That's why I jump in the Democratic, party, and which is the way I feel
Yeah.
is good, is the best for immigrant families,
Mhm.
like immigrants like me. That's why I jump into the
The
mainstream
most politics.
politics here.
You have been working for the community for a very long time, even though like you were not in the politics before. But when did you thought like, okay, this is the time that I need to jump into it and then like serve the community again? So when was that? Like when did you thought like, okay, this is
Yeah,
the
so
time?
I've been involved in many organizations since 2000 when I came to New York.
Hmm.
So I involved in Alliance for uh, Democracy, Democracy in Nepal, in USA, fighting for the democratic movement. Then hijacked by King Gyanendra.
Ganendra,
So
yeah.
we aligned, and we stopped King Gyanendra to come and address the United Nations then.
Oh,
No,
okay.
in the UNGA September, United Nations General Assembly. So we stopped him to come because you know he took the power, dictatorship. We don't want kingship in nowhere,
Nowhere.
not even in the United States.
Yeah.
No kings nowhere. That's what
Yes.
I always say. And then I involved in Nepali Public Relations Committee as being the founder president of New York, and
Mhm.
then I involved in South Asian for America, the largest grassroots organization in the United States, the political organization, which is run by VP Kamala Harris advisor or family friend Harini Krishnan and Neha Dewanji. So they are the co-founder.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm the new state director now, and they endorsed me the first time when I ran for the state assembly, when I filed my candidacy. And then I involved in AAPI,
Oh yeah, you
group,
have a like
yeah,
long list of things
long
that
list
you,
of
yeah,
and
I
many
know,
South
yeah.
Asian organization. So yeah, that's how I got to involve in the politics, working for the people who really need help.
So what makes you like little different from any other candidates?
So yes, I'm different than other candidates, as you asked.
Hmm.
So why I'm different? Because I worked tirelessly during the COVID-19 pandemic era.
Hmm.
That's 14 months non-stop serving the people in Assembly District 30. You know,
Okay.
risking my own life on the battleground of pandemic. You know,
Hmm.
helping saving lives. You know, distributing PPEs, distributing USDA food boxes, and also taking all our Assembly District South Asian members, Hispanic members, and Korean, Chinese members, all API members to Jamaica Central Hospital to get the vaccination that came out first time, Pfizer vaccination for COVID-19. So I then no PPEs were there
Hmm.
at the beginning of the when pandemic hit on the ground. So where were the other candidates? That's my question. You know. So I am, you know, that's why I'm different because I know the grassroots people, you know, what they need and what needs to be done. Of course,
Hmm.
there are a lot of things need to be done, you know, in terms of affordable housing, in terms of safer neighborhoods, safety and security, which is my first priority in the neighborhood. A lot of crimes rate going up.
Yeah.
So how
Right.
can we combat? How can we stop those crimes?
Exactly.
How my plans are, and better public education, bring the resources from the Albany, you know, and help get the trained teachers,
Hmm.
and equitable education, without discriminating black and brown people in the public schools, and also advocating for the rights of LGBTQ, and also fighting for the immigrants' rights.
Right.
Like I said earlier, what our President Trump is doing now,
Yeah.
attacking us, attacking
Exactly.
immigrants, those who are legally here, so
Yeah.
and
We have.
sending the ICE to
Yeah, we
every
have a lot of
corner,
news
yeah,
around. Yeah.
yeah, and they are raiding, the ICE is raiding without any warrants, and then that's totally against the Constitution.
Yeah.
So that's why I think I'm different than other two candidates.
That's nice. Yeah. So like regarding this safety thing, so I just read a news like other day about the girl got like the few teenagers got stabbed in Astoria. Like they were like really injured and everything. So like these things we hear a lot. If you got elected, how do you address this, and then how do you try to like solve these problems?
Yeah, yeah, it's a great question, and it's issues going on regarding these all teenagers being attacked
Yeah.
and fighting, and like you said, stabbed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have a plan for that. You know, building bridges. Among the community leaders and the precincts NYPD. and having a meeting every twice a month, and and giving us ideas, giving us the solutions. How can we combat? How can we stop this kind of teenagers issue coming up in the district? So we will definitely set up a plan with the I call triangle,
Oh, okay.
triangle, like one from our elected officials, building hands together, working together with elected officials in the district. Another, uh, uh, the other second corner of the triangle is building community leaders together, bringing up together. And third, the triangle in the corner with the NYPD of the precincts, So we'll combine a triangle, setup for how we can address, how we can solve, how we can stop this, behaviors or these crimes in the district. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, of course, like you should definitely have a plan for this, because otherwise, like they when you talk about the safeties, and if you don't have a plan for the safeties, I don't think it really matters. If
Exactly.
So, and also the other thing, like we have a lot of business back in the Jackson Heights. Like Jackson Heights is also like one of your
One of the
district now. I mean,
right,
yeah.
right, yes.
So Jackson Heights, we a lot of Nepalese people, not only Nepalese people, like a lot of other
South Asian,
yeah,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
other people also have a business.
Yep.
When I walk around there,
You
let's
hear
say
that.
around there, around the time of like school hours, around 4 or 5, when you walk there, like you can see like all this. I will not say specifically this race of people, but like I see a lot of girls like standing on the doors. Just, they are trying to like do a open prostitution. So a lot of people actually is really concerned about that. So like, how do you take on this?
Yeah, definitely. When I walk past by the Roosevelt Avenue,
Exactly.
yeah, definitely. Like from 69, 72 all the way to 90th
Yeah,
Street.
yeah, that's a long
They
way.
will
Yeah.
line up. So that's big issue, and it's a serious concern
It's a very
in
serious
the
concern, yeah.
neighborhood. Who does the businesses? Not only who does the businesses, not only affecting business owners, but it affecting day-to-day life. Who pass by, the parents pass by with the kids,
Kids,
and the
yeah.
kids, what they feel, awkward. That's something, that kids shouldn't, get to know that. So
Yeah.
this has been, there for many years, as I see the history.
Uh-huh.
So a lot of elected officials tried to, resolve that issues, and even the NYPD, they involved. I saw in many news, as you saw, as you see as well.
Yeah.
So if I'm in the Albany, I have a plan for that. Not only the state or local government should involve, also Department of Justice from federal level must involve to sort out this
Stuff, right? Yeah.
this
Issue.
prostitutions, the issues around that Roosevelt Avenue. I urge Department of Justice.
So this is not legal, right? Is that legal? It's legally, it's not legal, right? Like to do that things, right?
There is not a certain law. There is
Uh-huh.
I don't think there is a certain law in the state level or city level to combat or to stop that issue in the district or anywhere in New York.
Yeah.
But once Department of Justice from federal level, if they involve, and I think they can shut it down, or they can completely address this
Or,
issue.
or take action
So
on it.
I will, if in Albany, I will, proceed with the plan to get how we can, send a message or send a request to Department of Justice to involve and sort this out.
Yeah, I think it's like a big problem. I mean,
Big problem.
yeah, it's a big
Exactly,
problem
it's a big
because
problem. Mhm.
business owner is like, they're like, I'm
It's
like, we
hurting
don't
them a
want
lot.
these people around
Hurting
here.
them a
Yeah,
lot,
it's
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And like nobody wants to go there. Even like I don't want to go around there, because
Yeah, exactly.
people will talk about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yes. So
It's kind of same. It's kind of
uh-huh.
like nodding your head, like you feel, you think, like ignoring, don't listen.
Yeah.
But still, every day you see that.
See it, yeah,
That's
and
that's
yeah.
a big issue. That's a big problem. So
Yes.
the way I think DOG must involve,
Mhm.
Department of Justice must involve and sort it out.
So what are the other things that you think like it's a big problem in District 30? Like if you like, let's say this is also a big issue that I can actually solve. There might be like a lot of things that happening here that you want to like talk about.
So there are a lot of small businesses. They need help. Right after pandemic, after Corona hit in the area, a lot of business are hardly surviving.
Mm-hmm.
You know, putting their pocket money, whatever they have earned, working other businesses. Now they become the owners, and I hear them. So I save this much of money. I'm still putting the money from my pocket. I'm not making the way I want it, or the way my business growth. So for the small businesses growth, I have a plan for
Mm-hmm.
giving them certain breaks on their business loans. So that there are a lot of resources that I can bring it from the Albany, if I get elected.
No, I think you will do very good on all these jobs.
Thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
the way you are actually going to all these podcasts and talking about all these things, it's actually I think it's a good way to do. And so you have been to like all these different podcasts and you have talked a lot of things about like how you're gonna do everything.
Right.
And so I want to talk a little more about your like other candidates like which are running for the same positions like Samuel and then like other guy Patrick. So they both have like kind of different background than you. Let's say like the Samuel, he's a NYPD into the NYPD lieutenant for like a very long time, and then like the Patrick, he has like all his like political backgrounds and everything with all. So they have, don't you think like they have more advantage than you like win this election and like.
See, like I already told you earlier.
Uh-huh.
So both candidates, see the history of the social service, and social service
Mm-hmm.
or community activist. You know, what have they done in their, for the community last? I would say last decade, last 10 years. You know, where were they when COVID-19 was hit? That's my, questions. So I am the grassroots organizer since last 20 years in the district, you know, feeding all the needy people, all the working families, helping working families out, you know, every, you know, so far I think 117 food pantries have been,
Distributed.
completed under my leadership in the district,
Okay.
distributing free food to more than 500 needy people uh, lined up every Wednesday of a month, last Wednesday of a month. So, and where were they? I am, growing from the bottom and walking to the top, one step at a time from the grassroots level, grassroots people, focusing on, needy people, focusing on working families' needs, what need to be done and what they need help on, you know. So I am from bottom to top. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I I see I can win this race, and still mm, I am for the people, I'm for the people, and I'm people's servant, and lot of community leaders
Mm-hmm.
in the district, you know, uh, Pakistani leaders, Bangladeshi leaders, Indian leaders, all Indian American, Pakistani American, and Bangladeshi American, Bhutanese American, Burmese American, you know, those leaders that I work closely with, Filipino American, Filipino American community leaders, Thai
Mm-hmm.
community leaders, those leaders who I work closely last 10 years, they call me as a social engineer. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, so, and also politics is not only doing politics after politics. I always say politics is a two sides in a coin, you know, that
Mm-hmm.
both match and comes at the end to serve people. You know, one side serving another side doing politics. That goes hand in hand.
And yeah.
So that's why I always believe in serving people first. That's all. That's why I believe I can win this race.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, look, like Samuel is like he's immigrant as well. Like he's from Bangladesh, right? Um, the Patrick, he's here. He's from here. So like you and like Samuel being immigrant, don't you think like the voters gonna get divided? Like let's say like he might get all the votes from like all these like from the Bangladesh and then like all these Muslim communities, you know. He might get all these votes, but like on the other hand, you have like all these Tibetan communities and then all these Nepalese communities, maybe like Buddhist community too. So don't you think like all these voters gonna divide into like two different things because you both are, I think it looks like both are working for the same community, some same immigrants, you know.
Yeah, we both are South Asian candidates,
Yeah,
like I
exactly.
said.
Yeah.
So all the South Asian voters, and democracy for all, and this is democratic rights. Let the voters decide.
Okay.
That's how I always focus on. I always work on. I always believe in democracy first, and in democracy for all, and especially voters in the United States, voters in the district assembly, district 30. They know the real facts of a candidate, the reality of a candidate, the history of a candidate, who was, where, when, what, this all, where, when, what, who. This question arises, Let's see, like in 2024, where were we? Where were we in the stand? Are we supporting the real Democrat candidates? Are we a real Democrat? Where were we? Let's see the history in 2024. I don't want to be a Trump Democrat. I'm always a Democrat, will be a Democrat, die as a Democrat, the real one. I don't flip flop.
Okay.
I always stand what I stand for, what my principles for. So let's figure it out. So
Yeah.
that's why voters
Should decide.
decide. They have the power. Let them decide.
I'm sure like you have like really good hand on like all this Nepali community, but
Yes.
how are you approaching all other community like Filipino community and then like Spanish community? There's like a lot of Spanish voter in this district
Yes.
30. Like there's a lot of Muslim communities in this district. How are you approaching on all this community? Even like if you have like a, let's say like I will not say like you have a big language barrier, but like still.
Yeah.
How-
So listen, like I said, I always work will be working with all the community leaders aligning together. When I was in GPK Foundation America as a founder president, under GPK Foundation in America, there are 50 non-profit organizations, aligning together, working together, doing the events together every year. We did many events last 5 years, aligning with the Filipino American community, aligning with the Bangladeshi American community, Pakistani American community, Indian American, you name it. So those leaders that I work with is helping me out, supporting me out, advising me out, suggesting me go this way, go that way, and I'm following them, listening them. So I'm the candidate
Yes.
who's listening, listen first, then I act, So, like our great leader Mahatma Gandhi said, talk less, work
Work
more.
more. Yeah.
That's what I'm focusing on.
Uh-huh.
I don't beat a drum unless I win. Once you win, then you beat a drum and,
yeah,
and make a noise.
Yeah, that's
right?
right. Yeah.
So that's how I'm focusing on. And on top of that, I speak 7 different languages of the community.
Oh, okay. All right.
The most populated area is spoken. The people they
Oh,
spoke
okay.
in the district assembly, district 30.
I'm wrong then. Like you don't have a language barrier.
So I don't have language barrier
Okay, it's good.
to reaching out the people in my district, so they understand
Uh-huh.
because I speak their language, and I feel them. I feel their pain,
That's good.
and I get put them in my heart, to address those issues. They tell me, help them out.
Uh-huh.
So that's why, they taught me as people's servant
Mm-hmm.
and heart of a leader. So wherever I go, I know them.
So do
Uh,
you have any stories that like any other community have shared with you about like their problems or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely one of the Bengali community leader,
Uh-huh.
in my district, with the 41 Avenue,
Uh-huh.
where just you mentioned earlier about the prostitution.
Yeah.
So that issue is very serious in that area, as he spoke to me.
Oh,
He
okay.
can't walk after 6 p.m. with his family members or with the kids.
Oh,
So
so that
he, yeah,
the issue that I
that
actually put up was
exactly.
like, oh,
Hmm.
okay.
So that issue, is very serious out there,
Uh-huh.
and I listen to him very, very wholeheartedly, and I feel that too, So definitely, I assure him, just vote for me, elect me,
Uh-huh.
and I will address that issue.
Nice.
Yeah.
So honestly speaking, I don't have much of an idea of the politics, right? So
Right.
when somebody don't know about these things, like for me, it's like I'm into the podcast thing, so I try to understand everything. But like there's a lot of people who don't understand these things, right? So like for them, like what is New York State Assembly's member? What they do actually for them?
A state assembly member,
Mm-hmm.
they make a law, they
Uh-huh.
write a law, they write a bill,
Mm-hmm.
and they present to the Senate, and then goes to the governor, and signs, make a law. So it's a lawmaker. Basically, assembly member is a lawmaker of the New York State.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Hmm.
So it's you guys don't like work with you guys definitely work with NYPDs and like other organization, but you don't guide really get involved with the NYPD, right?
No, no,
Okay,
no,
so
no.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And politics is also just serving the people,
yes.
not only making the money, not only
No,
doing the corruptions.
no.
Politics is always serving the people.
People, right?
So I always believe in how to serve people, when to serve people, how to help people.
Uh-huh.
Like we all say, for the people, by the people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So beside all this politics, let's talk a little bit about your personal life because yeah. So how do you make a time with the family like around this time because you must be very busy spending like so much time around in
Yeah.
the politics.
So yeah,
How do you
lately working double shift,
okay.
and
You have a kids?
no.
Oh, you don't have a kids.
No.
Okay. All right.
So working double shift, like 16 hours,
Uh-huh.
and I hardly sleep like 6-7 hours.
Okay.
And
It
even
was
at
it was
even at late night,
it was always been like this or like just for now?
just like last 2 months,
Oh, okay. All right.
and it will continue till the
Yeah.
primary election.
Let's see what
Then,
happens
and
after.
then
Yeah.
and I think the result will, come good. You know, but
Yeah.
they say, the more hard work you put it,
Uh-huh.
the result will come automatically.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the real time that I need to work more harder, and more volunteers are mobilized in the district. So, and 16 hours a day, even sometimes 18 hours,
Okay.
and even when I get home, and everybody sleeps
Mhm.
quiet at night, sending emails, reminding to all my voters,
Mm-hmm.
and what needs to be done,
Okay.
and setting up all the timetables for the volunteers, what to do next. I mean, next day.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I'm managing my time.
Yeah.
Timetable. So
Exactly.
I
You
have
have
timetable,
to.
time
Otherwise,
management.
yeah. You have to manage the time. Otherwise,
Yes, every hour.
Yeah.
And
It'll be hard.
what, when, where, this
Uh-huh.
hour, this time, that time. What time to get home, and
Yeah.
So yes, so far so good. Time management is perfect.
That's good. That's
And
good.
volunteers are on the field
Mhm.
doing their job on time. Perfect.
Do you know
So-
Do you know your size of a team that you have right now?
Yeah, I have almost 55 volunteers.
55 volunteers.
55
Wow.
volunteers so
Okay.
far, and signing up. and working aggressively
Mhm.
on the ground level, meeting people in the districts, meeting voters in the districts, on the park,
Oh,
anyway.
okay.
So like every day, 5 to 7 hours, walking, and it's just a good exercise too.
Okay. And so like one thing that I want to ask you is like when I go to your website, it says donate over there.
Yes.
So what is that for actually?
So donation. So and every campaign needs a donation
Donation.
from
Yeah.
all the voters in the district,
Uh-huh.
minimum residence like green card holder
Uh-huh.
requirement. The in the district we ever donate, it becomes like 8 times, 9 times to 12 times.
Uh-huh.
So if you donate like $5, it becomes 8 times and 40 plus 5, 45. It will be if you donate $50, it becomes 9 times. 450 plus 50, I get 500. So that is how matchable in the district. It's all details in my campaign Facebook page, So Move
Okay.
for New York,
Uh-huh.
and even in the website, somnathforny.com, and matchable in the district only, the who reside in the district,
So
matchable.
where does this donation go?
It goes to the matching fund in the public matching fund in the state,
Uh-huh.
in the board of in the state, and that comes back to my campaign account, So Move for New
Oh,
York.
okay.
So and then we disseminate the whatever needs to be done, like campaign materials, building website and giving advertisement to all the news medias
Mhm.
and the different medias, and printing out and hand out the literatures, palm cards, posters, all goes there,
So
and the campaign is
do you have a limit on this donation?
this is maximum matching fund, so I don't have the limit.
Limits.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I don't have the limit. Yes, but I have to file the report to the
Uh-huh.
board of election, weekly report.
Oh, you gotta
Yeah,
you
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
like report it weekly to
Yes,
the.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
And can you tell like how much you have actually uh, got the donation till now?
I haven't got exact amount.
Uh-huh.
I think so far 100K have been,
Oh, wow. So that is
so
after matching or like that is what people
no, it
have.
still need to be matchable. So I have to cross 175.
Oh,
So
175. So
still
what is the deadline for that?
needs to be done. Needs to be collect. Needs to be all the donors.
Uh-huh.
I with this postcard, RMD postcard, I urge all our donors in the district, can donate still $5, $10, whatever they can.
Okay.
So can be matchable and max out. So
Uh-huh.
175 is the max out.
So this amount is only to like for the expenses on a election, or like you can also use this for later when you actually win the election. Let's
No,
say
it is for the
only for the
election
elections.
campaign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, election campaign, and if I win, it goes continue till the general election, in
Oh,
November. So
okay. So this is
yeah,
not for like this is not for the money where you can actually spend after election.
no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no.
All right. Okay.
This is for the strictly for the election campaign. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So is there anything that you want to tell to our audience regarding this election? Because I think it's coming soon, right?
Coming
So,
soon. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
And we
Yeah,
also
yeah,
have
huh.
like early voting, I guess.
Early voting too.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Just like
Yeah.
you feel free to like say something on this
Yeah.
camera. Yeah.
All right. So, namaste, greetings. This is candidate Somnath Ghimire for New York State Assembly District 30, running for Democratic primary 2026. The primary election is on June 23rd, that is Tuesday, and early voting starts from June 13th to June 21. Please, I urge all my voters in the district, Assembly District 30, which falls in the neighborhood of Jackson Heights, Woodside, Maspeth, Almers, and part of East Almers. And also those who are already citizen of the United States in the Assembly District 30, please register in Democratic Party. You can do it online and search in the Google. You can register online in Democratic Party so that you can vote Somnath Ghimire in Assembly District 30. Please do register in Democratic Party if you are already a citizen, those who have not registered yet. Thank you, RMD Podcast,
Thanks.
and for this great opportunity. And so far, so good.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
like we are also really honored to like have you here and talk about all this politics. We also got to know like a lot of things about the politics, American politics here,
Right,
and
right.
it is amazing to like know all these things. And I hope like the question that I've asked you or like the thing that I asked you is right. And then yeah, thank you so much and very best of luck for your elections.
Thank you
We
for your
will
time.
we'll talk again.
Yes,
Yeah, thank you
and
so
we will
much.
win this together.
Of course,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Thank
Thanks,
you.
thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.